Hi everyone, I'm Robin Zimmerman and this is Talk of the Town. So nice to have two very special guests with us. We have Diane Valerie and we also have JoAnne Melosh. And JoAnne is a curator of a program called Music on Malphrus. And when they first came in, I said, so Malphrus, is that a road? Yes, it is a road, Malphrus. And these events take place actually at the Unitarian Church, the Unitarian Universalist congregation of the Low Country. And we have some events coming up. And but before we get to specific dates, welcome. You're a volunteer.
Yes.
You're the curator. So how did this all come to be several years ago?
Well, it started actually in New York. I belonged to a Unitarian Universalist congregation there. And I went to a concert and I went home and I looked it up online and it said you could have a house concert. And I wrote to them and said, I have a church. So that's how we had the first concert. And it was just going to be a one-off. And she came and she said, oh, you have to have my friend so-and-so, whatever. So that's how the series started. And I did it for 13 years in New York and then moved here. And about 6 months or a year after we moved here, we saw in the program on a Sunday morning that the person that was curating it stepped down. Mm-hmm. And my husband went.
So is it is it a singer usually, or is it a
singer,
an ensemble, or
no? Frequently it's a soloist.
Okay.
Occasionally it's more. We have a group of 4 coming up in February, mm-hmm. But it's all original music.
I see.
Singer-songwriter.
All right. And where do they all come from?
I have national and international performers.
And why are you a volunteer, my dear?
Oh, I do the PR. I jumped on the PR. So that's how we ended up here today. So thank you very much. Yeah. We sure appreciate it.
We want people to know about it.
Yes, we do.
And I think it's interesting that it is all original music. That is very unusual, isn't it?
Yes,
it is.
Mm-hmm.
There are plenty of places where you can see, you know, cover bands from the 80s and 90s and mm-hmm. all of that. And we all love that music. But this is a place for original music.
Why at the church? I know that's the venue, and it's kind of a committee of the church. Are you a member of the church?
I am, yes.
Okay, so why at the Unitarian Church?
Well, it's a fundraiser for the church. We have this beautiful space, and it only gets used, you know, a few times a week.
Perfect.
And we have a lovely stage, so we call it an acoustical listening room when we have the artists come, and we have a great sound guy. And it's a win-win, we feel. We're bringing wonderful entertainment to Bluffton. It's national and international artists. Mm-hmm. It's original music. It's a fundraiser for the church. It's an event for the artists. And
it's just a wonderful celebration. And on February, February the 3rd, this sounds like fun. It's called No Fuss and Feathers.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So that's a Friday night, I believe.
Yes,
so tell me
so.
about
I'm
that.
Not sure, you know what? I'm not sure if that's a Friday.
Oh, it's a Saturday. It's a Saturday.
I think they're playing in Savannah on Friday night.
That's right. The 3rd is a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
These are 4 individuals who have their own careers. One of them is a couple, and they perform together. The other 2 perform separately, but they came together as this group, and they just have a lot of fun working together.
What type of music is it? Do you know?
I would say folk.
Kind of folk?
Folk.
Okay. All right.
Mostly.
And then if you go do you have a website where you have the others? Because there's one on the 16th of February, and then we go into March, April. So this is a lot to coordinate, ladies.
Yes, it is.
I'm thinking this is like a lot of work.
And she's been doing it all by herself for years.
It's almost 20 years that I've been doing this.
Well, wonderful.
But now we have a committee, so we're helping.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
so again, it's called Music on Malphrus, and you go on the website and get all the information.
And
Yes.
buy
Do you-
tickets.
And you have to have a ticket, obviously, because it is a fundraiser.
Yes.
And what time does it usually
They start at 7.
It's 7 for how long? Usually an hour and a half or so?
Yeah.
Well, it usually
Depends.
runs about 45 minutes to an hour, and there's an intermission,
Okay.
and then another 45 minutes.
Very nice. Well,
So-
congratulations on
Thank
your
you.
hard work. Diane and JoAnne, thanks for being on Talk of the Town
You're
Thank
very
you
and
for
welcome.
sharing
having
your
Thanks for
wonderful
having us.
story. Yes.
Thank you.